My name is Elena. I don't remember when my husband stopped talking to me. There was no fight, no big argument, no goodbye. He just stopped. Every night I hear the same sound, the door opening, his shoes coming off, the chair moving, the spoon touching the plate. He comes home late, he eats dinner quietly, and then he goes to bed. Sometimes he lies beside me, so close that I can feel his warmth, but still so far that I feel alone. I turn toward him, hoping he will say something, anything, but silence answers me every time. I stare at the ceiling and ask myself the same question again and again. When did I become invisible? I am not an angry woman. I am not dramatic. I am not asking for gifts or luxury. I am only asking to be noticed. There was a time when he used to talk to me, a time when he used to ask about my day, a time when he used to laugh with me. I remember those days clearly. When we were newly married, we had very little money. Our house was small, our furniture was old, but our conversations were endless. He would come home tired, but still smile when he saw me. He would tell me about his work, about his dreams, about how one day things would be better. I believed him, not because of money, but because of the way he looked at me when he spoke. Life slowly became heavier. Responsibilities came, bills came, pressure came, and with pressure, silence came too. At first, I thought he was just tired, so I stayed quiet. Then I thought maybe he needed space. So I gave him space. Then I thought maybe I was talking too much. So I stopped talking. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed, and one day I realized something painful. We were living together, but we were not living with each other. I started blaming myself. Maybe I became boring. Maybe I became unattractive. Maybe I was not interesting enough anymore. I looked at myself in the mirror longer than usual. I changed my clothes. I tried to smile more, but nothing changed. He still came home late. He still ate quietly. He still went to bed without a word. Sometimes I cooked his favorite food. Sometimes I waited for him even when my eyes were heavy. I wanted him to notice. I wanted him to ask, "Why are you waiting?" But he never did. I watched other couples from my window. Some were laughing, some were fighting, but at least they were talking. I realized something then. Even fights are better than silence. One night I lay beside him and whispered his name softly. He turned slightly and said, "I'm tired." That was it. Those two words felt heavier than 1,000 insults. I stopped trying after that. I started crying quietly so he wouldn't hear me. I learned how to smile during the day and break at night. People think loneliness comes from being alone. They don't know how painful it is to feel lonely next to the person you love. One evening, while folding his clothes, I found an old photograph. It was us, young, happy, smiling. I sat on the floor holding that photo and cried like a child, not because I missed the past, but because I realized how much we had lost without even noticing. That night, I didn't sleep. I thought about all the times I chose silence to protect peace, all the times I swallowed my pain so I wouldn't disturb him, and I understood something very important. Silence doesn't protect love, it slowly kills it. The next morning, I didn't shout, I didn't accuse, I waited. When he sat down for breakfast, I spoke calmly. "I don't miss money," I said. "I don't miss comfort." He looked up, surprised. "I miss being seen," I continued. "I miss being spoken to. I miss feeling like your wife, not just someone." He stayed quiet, But this time, his silence felt different. For the first time in a long time, he really looked at me, not at his phone, not at the clock, at me. I could see it in his eyes. He was not cruel. He was not careless. He was just lost in responsibility, in pressure, in routine. I didn't know, he said softly. Those 3 words broke something inside me, not because they were perfect, but because they were honest. We didn't fix everything that day. We didn't suddenly become a happy couple again. But that night, he didn't sleep immediately. He talked, just a little, about work, about stress, about how tired he always felt. And for the first time in a long time, I listened, not with anger, but with understanding. Now things are still not perfect. He still comes home late sometimes. Life is still hard. But now he asks, "How was your day?" And I answer, "Sometimes love doesn't end. Sometimes it just gets forgotten. And sometimes all it needs is one honest moment to remember it again." If this story made you pause, made you think about your relationship or someone you may have forgotten, then it has done its job. Before silence turns into distance, remember to speak, to listen, to care. If this touched your heart, like the video and subscribe for more real stories. Thank you for watching.